Most parents who create insecure attachment are not cold, not abusive, not neglectful. They are loving, exhausted, busy, doing their absolutely best. And they repeat one tiny pattern every day that silently wires a child's brain for anxiety, avoidance, or emotional chaos. Attachment is not about being a perfect parent. It's about what your child's nervous system learns about safety when they are with you. I'm a pediatrician, a researcher, and a mom. I understand how a child's brain develops in real life, not in theory. And today you'll see 4 real-life scenarios every parent will recognize, how they shape attachment for decades, and 3 simple rules that build secure attachment, even if you are busy and overwhelmed. Support the channel, like, subscribe, turn the bell on, and let's go! Attachment is not a parenting philosophy, it's a biological regulation system. A small child cannot calm their own stress response. I explained this in detail and simply in one of my previous videos. Watch if you haven't seen it yet. So their brain asks one question again and again. When I am overwhelmed, what happens to me? Do I get connection, unpredictability, rejection, fear? And this becomes their lifelong relationships blueprint. And now let's look at 4 real-life examples. It will be the recognition part. Not dramatic, not abusive, just normal real life. First example. Toddler falls on the playground. Looks at mom, she kneels down, makes eye contact, and says, "That scared you. I'm here." 2 minutes later, he runs back to play. This is a secure attachment. As an adult, he trusts people, can be close without losing himself, and recovers from stress faster. Not because life was easy, but because co-regulation was consistent. Second example. Mom is loving, but overwhelmed. Sometimes she is warm and responsive, but often she says, "Not now. Wait, why are you crying again?" The child learns, to be seen, I have to amplify. So you see louder meltdowns, mom, mom, mom all day, clinginess. And this is an anxious or ambivalent attachment. Adult version is, I overthink messages. I need constant reassurance. I'm afraid of being too much. Third example. A very common good parenting pattern is, "You're fine. Big boys don't cry. Calm down and then calm." Some parents go further. A close friend of mine was sent to her room every time she cried, from the age of 1, and conversations only happened when she stopped, from exhaustion. Thankfully, this is rare today. But even in milder, very normal versions, the parent is not rejecting the child. They are trying to teach independence, but the nervous system learns, my emotions disconnect me from people. So the child stops showing them. And this is an avoidant attachment. Adult version, I don't need anyone, I hate emotional conversations, I shut down in conflict. My friend even today runs away when someone truly loves her, or becomes convinced there is a hidden motive. Not because she wants to, but because her nervous system doesn't believe love is safe. And the final 4th example. You have to return to work when your baby is 6 months old. Full-time daycare, 5 days a week. It looks good from the outside, but the caregivers are overwhelmed, stressed, sometimes yelling at crying babies. And the child becomes anxious, because the people they depend on for safety are also the source of fear. This creates a deep internal conflict. I need closeness, but closeness is dangerous. This is a disorganized attachment. Adult version is, I feel unworthy of being loved. And this is the hardest part. All 3 insecure types often grow in good, loving families. Not because parents don't care, but because modern parents are constantly on the phone, multitasking, mentally overloaded, and raised without co-regulation themselves. So they give care, food, activities, education, but not enough regulated presence. And now, very briefly, what all of this does to a child's brain and body. When a child is repeatedly alone with stress, cortisol stays high, the brain stays in survival mode. And this affects emotional regulation, immunity, inflammation, future relationships, even long-term health. Attachment is not psychology only. It's pediatrics, neuroscience, lifelong physiology. And attachment is built from micro moments, not big gestures. And now I'll share 3 simple rules how to build secure attachment in real life. The first one, connection before correction. Children cannot learn in stress. Regulate first, teach later. Even a fast "I'm here," a short hug, warm eye contact changed brain chemistry. A calm brain learns, a stressed brain defends. Name the state, not the behavior. Never stop screaming, but that was overwhelming. You are building emotional self-awareness. And the last one, be predictable in stress. Not always available for sure, you just can't, but always calm, warm, safe in your response. Security is built from predictability. So the real goal is not to raise easy children, it's to raise adults who feel safe in relationships, safe in their bodies, safe with themselves. And this starts in the smallest everyday interactions. Kids by Science, where proven wellness for kids meets real life.